Good morning. It's 10 a.m. All right, you guys. So today we are going to talk about laundry basket quilts, block of the month, or block of the week, I'm sorry. Every Tuesday since January, there's going to be 55 total blocks. And we are block number 34 today, which was released this morning. I have put the last 5 blocks up here, except for the one that I'm currently working on, the EPP project, just so I can look at some fabrics and make some choices. I think I need to pull in a brown again. I'm not sure where that's headed. Let me get this down so that is in view. And I'm also going to pick fabrics for block number 4 of the Pieceful basket. So I put those baskets up here so we can take a look at those blocks and choose some fabrics. So block number 34 is a basket block. Woohoo! I'm so excited about this. So now I need to choose some blues and creams, potentially a brown. I don't know that I want to do that, but I'm just sporadically throwing in a tannish brown. I've got just a handful of others like this one. So let's take a look and see what we've got here. So these are the ones that I just used for the last one. So I'm not going to use any of those. So let's see here. And there's really not any darks in this one. They are pretty much all in the medium range. So I'm going to pull out some mediums here. I haven't used this one in a minute, and I haven't used this one in a minute. So I've got these two choices. And I use that one. And I don't have a whole lot to choose from. Ooh, polka dots. We haven't done a polka dot in a minute. How about we do a polka dot basket with these half square triangles. They're using 3 different fabrics, and I think I'll just use the 2. Do I want to throw that one in there too? A floral? Is there another option? I think we'll just stick with these. And then I'll just choose one background. I don't believe I've even used this one yet. So I think I'm going to go with this. Ooh, stripes. I don't know that I want to use stripes. How about, I don't think there's enough there for that. I have not used this one either. So how about, let's take this off. I think I'm going to do these 3 options. I'll do a polka dot basket, these in half square triangles, and this will be my background. I think that's what I'm going to currently work on. How does that look to you all? And I will cut and work on that today and hopefully have a block to reveal tomorrow. And any tips or tricks as I'm working through this. There's a lot of half square triangles. So what I'm going to do, I like to do the traditional method. So I'm going to go up about 1/2 inch in size of each square as to what the finished size is, and then trim down. So, and I believe I'll have to look at the pattern, but this might be one large half square triangle right here. And then these are just rectangles. I know I'm just, all of a sudden this just popped into my head as an option for a floral. No, too busy. Do I want to put a tan in there? I could put a tan in with these half square triangles and do this all in the polka dots. No. That is this pattern, this one right here. I'm working with scraps. I have some fat quarters and I have 10-inch squares and I have charm squares left over from other projects, but I think I might just play with that and see what I think. I think we might just play with that and see what we think. I don't want to go with stripes because they're going to go in all different directions. So I'm not going to play with stripes at all in this one. But I think that's a good option. Here is a pile of all of my other fabrics. Now, I've had a lot of questions about my heart blocks. It's not part of the sew along. There isn't a separate sew along for it. It's just something when I was doing the pillow back here in February, I decided, I wanted to have blue ones. And so I thought, oh, I'll just make one with each one of my blocks. So I went back and made more of the ones I hadn't done yet and created these. And I don't know if I'll use them in the quilt at all, or if I'll put them in, depending on what I use the quilt for. It might be a pillow cover, pillow shams. I didn't know. Put it on the back. I'm going to let that one sit and stew, and we'll bring that out at the end when we get closer to the end. We haven't received any layout options as of yet. And so I'm just going to kind of wait and see what happens there. So there'll be some more decisions to be made. But right now we're just making decisions on a weekly basis as to what fabrics I'm going to play with when making my block. So that's what I've chosen for this week's block, and I will play with those today. And I will show you what the ending result is tomorrow. I have been also working on my the Jolly Bar sew along, the posies. And I've been making my block 7. Nope, this is block 8. the leaf block. And so I've been putting my sew and flips on the leaf pieces. And so I've been working on that one. And I hopefully will have those finished too this week. And so the next part of that, in blocks 8 or block 9 and the borders will come around on September 13th as part of the sew along that I am doing. And it is monthly through October 11th when we have the top complete and think about quilting. So there we go. And we'll work on this one. So I'll pile that over there with my things to do and set that aside. And then we'll take a look at Pieceful basket sew along. Now this is a monthly sew along that is with the sew sampler box. Links are below to everything you need to obtain the patterns. And if you want to subscribe to the sew sampler box, there are openings. So there's a link down there for you to do that. I'm not sponsored by the Fat Quarter Shop in any fashion or anything, but if you want to subscribe to the box, a link is below. This is block 4 that I'm going to be working on. It's called the 9-patch basket. I've covered up all of the cutting instructions, but we need to pick a color. I am working with the Tulip Cottage, which is a Melissa Mortenson design. And I'm working with a fat quarter bundle. I'm using this, it's a white on white dot as a background. That's my background fabrics, which is this part in between the basket and the outside of the basket. So last month, I initially started with navy blue as an option because I had already done a light blue. And then we changed to green. So I don't know. Do we want to go? I think I want to go back to a navy blue. Otherwise, I do have light pink options with this fabric line. And I discussed previously, I pulled out certain fat quarters because I didn't think that they would work with the pattern, but they are these little scenery thing prints with cows and dogs and ducks and geese and houses and stuff on them. So I pulled these out, and because I'm not sure how that would work out. I haven't played with it yet to see if that would work in a basket. I could potentially do that. I could potentially use them in another form or fashion within the quilt as we move along. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with those. I don't know what the layout is going to be on this. We are setting these on point with the setting triangles in all the corners. So I set that aside. So let's look at a navy. I've got a blue floral, which would make a nice basket. I've used other prints. I haven't used that print. I used this one in the last basket in the green. So this is a navy X print. I don't know that I want to go with a light blue because I already done that. So I'm going to pull this one out. I have this one, which is a different shade of blue. And that might be good for these triangle pieces on the baskets. So everything in these baskets, the pattern is exactly the same. The only thing that changes from month to month is what goes in this section. In this month, it is 9 patches. So I can do this. And I typically would use a different color in the center section. So do I want to go with a light pink in the center section? And do that. Let's see here. For 9 patches, pink and white. Is that too close? I have not used this one. I could do a darker pink. It'd be the same pattern as the other one. And I don't know if I want to do that. Let's see here. That's the basket I used initially. And I think this will blend in too much, this white. Let's see, is there a green? I used the cows last time. And I used this one for the first basket. So I'm thinking we want to go with how about we do this? The navy floral basket with these as the little triangles in the basket, these little things right here, and then the pink and white as the 9 patches. I think that would look really cute. I think I'm going to go with this version. Navy blue, light blue, and this hot pinky. It's not really hot, but I like this. I'm going to go with this version for the next block, and we'll play with that. Ooh-wee, that looks really good. Unless I try to fussy cut some more cows. Nah, quit changing. I always second guess myself, and I'm pretty sad about that. Well, I haven't used this one either. That pink or this pink? I used hot pink in the last one and a light pink in the second one. I think I'll go with the hot pink. Actually, I kind of like the light pink. Maybe I'm going to change my mind and go with the light pink. Oh, I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to stick with this. I like this. We'll stick with that. Quit looking at the fabric, Amy. I'm going to go with that. All right, so I'm going to put these other patterns in this box and set that aside and put this on a board so I can keep it organized. Set that in my pile of things to do. All right. So we've done our fabric selection for the 2 blocks that I want to get done this week outside of the posies. But I've got some announcements. So let's go through those. Announcements in the fact that I have some new sew-alongs to share with you and another announcement. So first one I want to talk about is that there is a sew-along that Russ from Quilt Meets World and John from Guy's Craft 2 are doing a sew-along with a pattern by Rosa that's called Tibet. The links are below to the video and where the announcement is made by the both of them. And it starts on August 31st, and it is a sew-along online live. And it will also be another sew-along on September 1st. I'm going to be on vacation, so I can't participate, but otherwise I would. It seems like a very, very beginner-friendly, very simple, very quick pattern that can probably be done during the time that they do both of those live sew-along videos. So check that out. Go get that link. Go check it out. Learn all about it. I'm not going to share anything more than that. I want you to go to their video, and they provide links to where to get the pattern and what fabrics they're using and all of that kind of stuff. So please go check out Russ and John and get that and check into that, okay? There are a couple others, and I'm going to share my screen and go to my Facebook page because I didn't print anything out and I was having a hard time doing that. So, all right. So here are the sew-alongs. The first one I found this morning, and it is the Stitch in Pink. It starts in October. This version is using the I Heart Ombre Metallic collection by V&Co. It is shipping this month. The pattern is called Love Letters, and it is for the supporting of breast cancer awareness during the month of October. So if this is a pattern you'd be interested in, please check that out. I think I'd like to sew along with that. I really like that pattern. I think it's really, really cute. I'll think about fabric options, but that's coming up in October. More will come on this, I'm sure, as to the specific dates of it and everything. But I think that's adorable. They're very cute. Also, just a reminder, and I mentioned this below, National Sew a Jelly Roll Day is September 21st. And I'm going to do a live sew along on that day and have a jelly roll and a pattern. And I'll talk more about what I'm going to choose. And we'll see if there's something that we want to sew together. You could pick out your own, or you can follow along with me. But I'm going to start it on that day. And we'll do cutting and sewing. And it might go for a couple of hours on a Saturday. I haven't decided what time on that day, but I think we'll try to fit it in where nobody else has a live going on that day. So it might be later in the evening, middle afternoon. I don't even know at this point, but save that date, okay? Hopefully I'm still here and I haven't taken you black because I still have anxiety sharing my screen because it went down on me one day, and I still have a little anxiety about that. Hoping it won't happen again. There's the next one in here is, oh, this is just a little great tip and trick that Emma Jean Jansen had posted, where she puts the swatches of fabric on a strip of white fabric, and then squirts out from one of those eyedropper things or a syringe some hot water to see if they actually will bleed, and whether or not you should wash your fabric prior to quilting if you're concerned about that. I've never done anything like this. I've never had that problem. So I don't know that I would ever do it because I just don't like the idea of washing all my fabric and ironing before I starch and iron it again. It just seems like it adds a little extra work. But I think a lot of people are interested in this, and I think that would be a fabulous tip. So Minnick & Simpson is no longer going to be designing fabric, and this is their last design and collection. And there's going to be a sew along, and that is in November. The pattern is called Make a Plus Side Quilt is what the name of the pattern is. And the fabric line is called Grand Haven Fabrics, and it's shipping in September. So this one here, also stay tuned for more information. You can follow the Moda Fabrics United Notions Facebook page. You just click on the little icon here and it'll take you right to their page, and you can hit the follow button. Kay Fassett is going to be in my local quilt shop this October 16th. And so check the schedule. There's a link there for the details and stuff like that. And you can see if he's going to be in a town near you. So I am not going to go to any of the workshops, but I'll probably go to the color theory lecture. And let's see. Next, I just posted a little thingy. If you stand 3 feet away from your quilt and can't see the problem you think is a problem, then it's not a problem anymore. And I mentioned this in the video yesterday, Laundry Basket Quilts Block of the Month with Shabby Fabrics. I'm going to end the stream here and go directly to Shabby Fabrics because it's got all the dates and stuff there. Oh, I need to stop sharing, and then we'll share again and go to Shabby Fabrics website. And this is using the Beach House fabric by Laundry Basket Quilts. And this is it's a sampler with all the different blocks. Each one, it looks like there's 2 of each block. Yeah, there might be 2 of each block or somewhere near that. But this starts, you can start receiving, it's a 7-month program it goes from October to April. And it is a very economical project for $38.50 a month plus shipping. It costs you $10 to reserve your spot so that you can be sure to get blocks every month. That will start coming in October. So if you're interested in that quilt, there are links and stuff all on my Facebook page. So please go out there and take a look at all of this information, and let me know what you're interested in and what you're going to be working on. I think I'm going to try to participate in the Minnick & Simpson and in the one with fabrics and the October breast cancer awareness one, because there's another one going on with the Fat Quarter Shop, which is the Woven Stars. Joy's up. And I'm just going to do a table runner, and I might just do a little table topper or a pillow cover of the other one, but I want to be able to participate. So if I could just make a smaller version, because my schedule's a little busy, but if I do smaller versions, I think I can fit it in okay. and not have to make so many blocks, but we'll see. I mean, once you get started, sometimes you just can't stop, right? So there are those going on. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is that today is my 100th quilt tube video. I started 2 or 3 years ago, and in May of this year, 2 months after I had retired, retired, I decided I needed something, and I started doing daily videos starting May 1st. So I've quickly gotten to 100 quilt tube videos. Started with floss tube originally, and did a little quilting along the side in the videos as well. But I don't do as much cross stitching anymore these days and do mostly quilting. I still cross stitch, but not as often. And I don't get through as many projects. And I will be doing a cross stitch update before I go on vacation because I'm changing out my projects to take something different with me and start working on something a little different. So I will do that later in the week or on Monday morning. It's coming up before I go on vacation next Tuesday. And so the other thing is that I'm only 10 subscribers away from 500. So if by the time I get back from vacation on September 6th, maybe the end of that weekend, by the time I do my video the following Monday on September 9th, I'll talk more about it. But if I've reached 500 or more subscribers, I'm going to do a little giveaway. And it'll just be one thing. And I don't know what it is yet. It might be something that I purchase on my travels to Colorado or something that I have previously made and want to give away. And that I have in my stash. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Haven't quite decided on that, but I think it should be a big thing. And so I will be thinking about that over the next couple of weeks, and we'll talk more about that on September 9th on that video at 10 a.m. And so that is coming up as well. So time to celebrate, because I appreciate you guys more than you even know, because it gives me something to look forward to and keeps me quilting. Otherwise I don't know what else I would be doing. I quilt, but probably not as much and not as often. And I love sew-alongs and quilt-alongs and blocks of the month. And I'm sure there's others out there who do too. So I want to provide that information to you as much as I possibly can. And it's just things that I follow along, things that people I follow, things I just kind of come across, but keep you aware of all the different things that are out there and try to participate in some programs. I've got a lot coming up in September. I'm going to be putting together a little listing of what projects I'm currently working on and new things that are coming up here within the next couple weeks. So stay tuned for an update on that or a listing of things in the community tab. And putting that list together. I had a list and then I need to update it a little bit because some time has passed since I last created it. So, and I put some question marks next to some things. And now that I've got my schedule put together, the actual calendar, so I can visualize what it looks like, I now have a better handle and opinion in how I can participate in some other programs. So anyway, that is going on. I will get these blocks sewn up today and have an update for you. And stay tuned for more. I will see you at 10 a.m. tomorrow, Central Standard Time, right here. Thank you for being here. I love you. Thanks for being a subscriber and joining in every day and watching my videos. You are appreciated, each and every one of you. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye now.